What's up, Dragon Sworn, and anybody else watching this video? Welcome back to my channel. I just want to take a few moments to take a look at a phenomenon that has taken over the internet. As you can see, I have Brandon Sanderson's Kickstarter page up. I don't know how many of you are also Brandon Sanderson fantasy novel fans. I am. I love most of his stuff. I've read almost every book in the Cosmere. Actually, I think I've read every book in his Cosmere. But what I want to talk about real quick is I just want to talk about, uh, I don't know about you guys, but I had these few moments with Sanderson where, because I was pretty irritated with him over his view on the Wheel of Time show. And I was having a lot of trouble just sort of partitioning that off from his other works that I've loved. It was one of those, I was so irritated that he just, I don't know, just sort of, it felt like he just sort of fell in line and just didn't, it didn't seem like he was, I don't know, I can't put words in his mouth, but it just didn't seem very genuine, and it just seemed like he was just towing the line for Amazon, saying that the show was good and this and that and the other. Now, I was having a lot of trouble just dealing with that when it came to his works, which I've loved. It was one that I was having trouble separating. Uh, and then I started listening to Mistborn again, and it was one of those, I realized how much I do just love his work, and I was managed to be able to just say, you know what, I understand what he's thinking with what he's doing with the Wheel of Time show. I know he really has made it no secret that he wants his stuff adapted. So, he may like it, he may not, but he's not going to say anything bad about it. So I was able to do that and just sort of partition it in my head, and then all of a sudden he announces this 4-book Kickstarter thing with the four secret novels that he has written in his spare time, basically, and is now presenting to the world, right? And I know he seems like a very modest man. I hope it's genuine. I hope he really is that the way he portrays himself, because I think that's what gains him a lot of his popularity, is he seems very down to earth, right? So I remember watching watching the video almost a few minutes after it came out, and obviously it went right over the million goal almost immediately. And I've just been sort of keeping track of it day in, day out. And it's at 24 million, about to hit 24.5 million. And it's no signs of stopping. It's still got 25 days to go. And some of the things that being offered are amazing. And I'm hoping to get part of, there's a swag thing where you get 12 months of Sanderson. That's what I'm hoping to do eventually with the audiobooks, but there is just a cheaper option, so I can get the 4 audiobooks. That might be what I end up with. But so this is a very cool thing, and this is part of the reason that I think Sanderson's fans love him and will defend him and will pretty much, just go out there on a limb for him, because he does things like this. He communicates with his fans on a weekly basis on his YouTube channel. No other author that I know of does that. Maybe there are, I just don't know of them. But the main reason, besides for this being just an awesome thing, I think it's fantastic. And I'm very happy for Brandon Sanderson, and and us for getting 4 books in 1 year, probably even more, because Wax and Wayne will be out. Mistborn Era 2, The Lost Metal will be out the same year. So if you're a Brandon Sanderson fan, we're gonna have a ton of stuff to read in the Cosmere in the next few years. It's going to be great. But what I wanted to take a look at real quick, and it's nothing major, but it's something that just irritated me. There was this article from, I think it was Slate, so just some, but got to give credit. How angry should other writers be about Brandon Sanderson's $22 million Kickstarter? Now, to be fair to this, the person that wrote this article, he's not trashing Sanderson, and in fact, most of the article is him defending Sanderson, and saying that it's hard to hate the guy for just producing good work and lots of it. So So which is I agree with, is he puts in the work. But what I wanted to take a look at is the author of this article puts in some interesting quotes that were tweeted, and I just want to look at them for a second because it just shows you how whiny some people are and how pathetic some people are. So you have this tweet that he highlighted. Today is a really good day to support your favorite author who hasn't made $18 million in the last few days. Tweeted this fantasy novelist. Now, your jealousy is showing a little bit. Now, Natanya Barron, you may write great stuff. I have no idea. But it amazes me the lack of understanding from people like this. And I went and checked out the tweet line. Of course, there's somebody in that's a fan of this person that called Sanderson basically a homophobe and a bigot, which, like, obviously you don't know what you're talking about because, good Lord, I mean, come on. Anybody that thinks Brandon Sanderson's either of those things is just not paying attention or doesn't know who they're talking about. But it's crazy to think that these people feel that just because he's made $18 million doesn't mean we should buy any more of his books. Right? I mean, and then here's another quote. There is so much excellent, diverse SFF out. I guess it's science fiction fantasy out there. Tweeted Alex Brown, and y'all are intent on giving this man millions of dollars. Yes, I'm intent on giving him millions and millions and millions of dollars. I'm intent on giving him every penny that I can afford to give him. You know why? Because he treats us with respect. Even if we don't agree with his viewpoint, he treats us with respect. He gives us content that we enjoy, and he doesn't mess with his stories just to please other people. Okay? At least not yet. Hopefully he doesn't do that when somebody comes crawling to him to adapt this stuff, because anybody that doesn't pay attention, or anybody that's paying attention, can see that there's a huge fan base for his work. So I would be very surprised if his stuff isn't going to be adapted like to the max here soon, because if anything proves that there is a fan base for his work to be adapted, this is it. I mean, he made $25 million in 5 days. So if that's not a proof of concept, I don't know what is. But, like, I'm saying that's probably what's going to happen. I sort of hope it doesn't till all this crap with bad TV is settled, because I really, 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 I don't know how I would handle Stormlight Archive being destroyed, or Mistborn being destroyed, or if they adapt Warbreaker or some of his other works. If they do that and they destroy that on top of them destroying Wheel of Time, I don't know how I would take that. But it's just amazing that these people don't understand why. It's like, we're not just shoveling money at him. It's not just, here, Brandon, here's some cash. The guy puts out like a book at least 2 books a year, pretty much. And now we're getting 4. And on top of that, all the attention and time he puts in, you can tell he loves his universe. You can get all kinds of merchandise to show support, the cool stuff. He's always reaching out to the fans and updating them and interacting with the fans and all that stuff. And you can't understand why we want to buy his stuff. It's not just, oh, you're a fantasy author, I'm going to just buy your stuff because you're a fantasy author. No, he's cultivated this relationship with his fans that pretty much make it so anything that he writes we want to read. Because of the things he's done, because of the actions he's made, because of the things that he's wrote. And because of the manner in which he has done it, and the manner in which he's held himself. Okay? Not whining about not selling $18 million in books. Alex Brown. Yeah, we're intent on buying stuff that is good. That's not just for Brandon Sanderson. That's for anything. Fans will buy stuff that we love and enjoy and that's respected. So just expecting us to spread it around because you're, I don't know, you may be a great fantasy author. I don't know you. But because you're jealous, because Brandon Sanderson has a bigger following than you, and can do something like a Kickstarter that has made $24.5 million in 5 days and is still going up, just because you can't do that doesn't mean that we shouldn't buy his stuff and that we should buy yours because you think that you deserve a piece of the pie because, well, you published a fantasy book that you think is good. It could be good, but I've never heard of you. Do you understand? So I just want to take 2 minutes and sort of say, I guess my relationship with Brandon Sanderson is sort of on the mend. I think at this point I'm just going to ignore anything that he has to say about the Wheel of Time show because I don't want to get back to that place where I don't know how I feel about Brandon Sanderson because I enjoy his works and I will continue to enjoy his works until something, well, his books I'll always enjoy. Hopefully when whatever studio or streaming service or movie production company comes to him and says that they want to adapt one of his series after this Kickstarter, because I would be surprised if it's not coming quick. A video game, anime, I don't know, it could be anything. But until that happens, I'm just going to be partitioning off my feelings about Wheel of Time and Brandon Sanderson and just enjoying his stuff as I always have. Hopefully when they adapt the stuff, it's good. I hope it's not for a few years, because it's going to scare me. Just like anything Wheel of Time scares me these days, or anything adapted that I like scares me these days. So hopefully they leave it alone for a little bit, or Brandon is basically a gatekeeper to his material and won't let them do anything that he wouldn't do himself. But we'll see. So I know I'm this little YouTuber, but congrats, Brandon, Mr. Sanderson. Awesome Kickstarter. I'm going to be a part in one point or another, but I think it proves how much we love the Cosmere and love your writing and want to see more and appreciate how you treat your fans. I wish more authors, actors, and other people in entertainment would take a note from you and treat us with respect, because we will shower it down on you tenfold. So thanks for listening, guys. Hope you like the vid. Do you like Sanderson? Do you like his novels? Do you like his fantasy novels? Do you like the Cosmere? Or do you like some of his other stuff? Or do you not like Brandon Sanderson at all? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you next time.